Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are back with another pick a card reading, and we are asking Spirit about your ascension path. What is next for you on your path of ascension? So we have 3 piles today with 3 lovely crystals. Pile number 1 with message 1. We have the lovely orange calcite. Pile 2 with message 2, we have the black moonstone. And pile 3 with message 3, we have the howlite. So please take a moment, tune in with your intuition. And when you feel drawn into a pile, please go to the timestamps down below to select your reading, and I will see you over there. Welcome, group number 1. Today we are asking Spirit about your ascension path. What is next for you on your path of ascension? So I'm just going to call my guides in now. I'm going to invite them in. Calling in my highest and best guides right now for this collective that chose pile number 1. Please tune me into their energy around their ascension paths. Thank you so much. So you chose the lovely orange calcite. What a bright and cheery stone. One that really helps you overcome negative patterns and habits and emotions. And it really helps spark a whole bunch of creativity and new ideas, new ways of thinking with this brightness behind it. So we'll see how this factors into your reading. Let's have a look at your significator card for your ascension path. Oh, wow. So you have radiant health. Radiant health. My physical form is in perfect harmony with my spirit, allowing me to fulfill my purpose with strength and grace. Wow. Okay. So the first thing that I was just shown was soul fragments being returned to the body. So some of you already know that when you go through trauma and you go through difficulty, 1 second, guys. My apologies. There's been a lot of interference. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get this reading out. Okay, so they just showed me soul fragments returning to the body because there has been a release of lower vibrational energy. So I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel, that when you experience trauma, the soul can actually feel unsafe in the body, or aspects of the soul can feel unsafe in the body. And those aspects may leave and get attached into the outskirts of your auric field. And so you won't be as grounded, and your physical body may start to become ill. So what I was just shown is that because of the work that you've done, because of the shedding of old skin, I'm being shown a snake with the skin being shed off, and a lot of this effort at understanding your shadow and releasing that which you know wasn't yours, or emotions, or something that tethered you to other people's energies you have worked on releasing. Your soul felt safe enough to return, or aspects or fragments of your soul may have returned to you. So because you are feeling more grounded in the physical body, you might start feeling a greater sense of belongingness. You might feel more interest in your life, and you might feel more vitality overall. This will allow you to move farther along in your ascension, and farther along in your soul's path, because you will just feel more revitalized. As a result of these fragments of your soul returning, this will also allow you radiant health, greater overall physical vitality. So you might find in the months ahead that you will experience a lot more strength. You won't bargain with yourself as much when you wake up in the morning to get out of bed. You will feel more sprightly. They're showing me a circle with a line, as if a no to the snooze button. So you will not snooze your alarm button as much. You will feel an excitement going into your day is how I'm being shown this. They're also showing me that with radiant health, along with this sense of grounding and connection in your physical body and with your life, they're highlighting the gold, the jewelry around this woman's neck, and how that will bring in more prosperity. I'm getting a big yes on that. So they're showing that everything begets itself, right? Everything attracts itself. So as you feel more soul aligned, as you feel more like yourself, right? Because you have returned your soul fragments to the rightful owner, I'm hearing. So return to rightful owner, RRO, which is a healing way of working where you're demanding that energies return to rightful owner, both positive, negative, and everything in between. So now that the soul fragments have returned to rightful owner, meaning you, to your physical body, you may be returned to vibrant health, radiant health, and then to prosperity. Because it is ultimately your energy that will attract abundance or lack thereof. And your soul is full of high vibrational energy that will only align you to abundance. I hope this is making sense. And with the orange calcite, you will feel happier. This resonates with the sacral chakra, the chakra of emotional self, of libido, of sexual health. Okay, so even your libido might go up if it's been dulled, or you might feel more attractive yourself and to your life. But it will bring happiness, it will bring joy. Very, very beautiful. They're also telling me that it will bring a lightheartedness, a levity, a feeling of lightness to the body that will make you feel more inclined to get things done, to achieve more, to have those ideas of creativity. Where they're showing me somebody with a vision board where you might actually start brainstorming your next steps. So you might feel more interest in taking next steps on your path. Okay, let's see what else we can find out about what is next on your ascension path. I'm feeling a little bit not so well today, so I'm just going to do this reading, but I'm going to do it a little bit shorter than my normal readings because I wanted to connect with you all. Okay, my guides, please show me very, very clearly what is next on the ascension path of group number 1. Please show me clearly. Please show me very clearly. Thank you. And we have energized, which they've been talking about. I wake up every day feeling energized, knowing that my purpose fills me with unstoppable momentum. How beautiful is that? So they did talk about not wanting to hit the snooze button as much. And so there's definitely this energy of feeling more vitality, going into your day, really wanting to start your day, really excited about what energy you're pouring into your life and into others. And there's definitely this magnification of your purpose so that you really have a greater understanding of what your purpose is at this time. They just showed me North Node in Leo, which is all about being seen, being heard, allowing your voice to be fully expressed and resonate with the people that you are communicating with. And then inner love. Oh, I love that. I embrace every part of who I am with love, kindness, and deep appreciation. Beautiful. So that when you embody more of your own spirit, you actually do love yourself more because you're not so inundated with the sense of lack, which one can feel when the soul is kind of out of the body. So inner love does beget outer love. So the more you have cultivated love for yourself, the more you call in love are all around you, in friendship, intimate love from animals, and also abundance, right? You like things that you desire, things that you love, like a new home, or they're also showing me aesthetics, like your clothes and how you feel about yourself. And so you magnetize those things to yourself as you embody more inner love. And the deep appreciation is actually really showing itself to me, where you guys are really appreciating your own value, what you offer the world, and not only what you offer, but how much value you hold just being alive and holding light. Right? This woman is just radiating light. And she's just standing her in her magnificent beauty, this woman, right? So there's something about you understanding that you radiate high vibrational energy that then descends onto the world and allows the world to shine even brighter just because you're in it. And so it feels like on your ascension path, you're moving farther away from the idea that you have to be doing so much every single day to know your worth, to know what you deserve. And you just understand by embodying your full spiritedness and embodying your heart, your loving state of being, you shine so much light onto the world. And they're also saying onto yourself. I love that picture. What a beautiful picture. What else do you want to tell group number 1 about their ascension path? What else do you want to tell group number 1? What is next? What's next for them on their ascension path? Can you show me clearly what is next for group number 1? My spirit guides, please show me very clearly. Thank you. So 2 cards flipped, so we're going to take both of them. So first we have quantum field. Wow. I draw wealth from the quantum field where infinite possibilities converge to manifest my desires. Wow. So they just gave me some Wiccan energy there, like spell work. Also working with the energies. Okay, so they want me to share a little anecdote. So I have a very noisy neighbor upstairs, but management and this neighbor is not amenable to feedback. So my guides showed me how to coalesce the vibrant and light energy that I hold and pushing it up toward him above me. And this quiets his energy. It kind of overwhelms this energy. I don't know where I learned this. It was clearly in another life, maybe even off this planet. But they showed me how to, it's almost like to bring energy together into a compacted field and then move it. So like how to pour it in, like push it somewhere, which is very different than healing energy work where I just see where the block is and then I trust that the energy moves to where it needs to go. This is more manipulating the energy. And that's what they just showed me here, that some of you are going to learn how to manipulate energy in a positive way where you can sort of almost pack it in to a small space and then move it in one direction. And this could be to obliterate illness or to like quiet negative energies, let's say. So I did this with my neighbor and like, zip, just like that, he was quiet. I also painted my ceiling with black obsidian that was about this thick, but it works. I also did this when my HVAC system broke down, and it was a week before the HVAC men and women could come in and change it out. So I just poured energy into my HVAC system and was able to turn it on for a few hours. Then it turned off again and I went back out and re-energized it and it turned back on again for a few hours. Then the third time it was like, it actually said to me, I'm done. Blah. It's a very old machine. Okay, anyway, all that to say, that's what they just showed me with this person here with the back turned towards me. I saw them manipulating energy. So you guys are going to start to learn how to do that. And then it also says, I draw wealth from the quantum field. So that's what they were talking about with all of this gold energy here, that as you are aligned within, you are going to become aligned without. So you're going to draw wealth to you. Like they're showing me a magnet, an old school magnet. You know what I'm talking about? Looks like a horseshoe, just magnetizing wealth to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just hearing that line from Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. The universe conspires in my greatness. I just heard. Beautiful. So you guys are alchemizing some energy that's around you into gold. Right? Energy that maybe is akin to lead or copper, and you're turning it into gold. Oh, wow. And then we have true friendship. Okay, so the first thing I'm being shown is just the dog, and I'm hearing the word loyalty, right? Dogs often represent loyalty. So what I'm also seeing on your ascension path is that you're going to start to come together with people who are loyal. So I don't know if some of you in this group have experienced betrayals. Yeah, they're showing me the Three of Swords. They're very big. Okay. Oh, and I just felt like, I almost felt hit in the head. Almost like whiplash, or stronger than that, almost like a migraine. Wow. Almost like a betrayal that you didn't even see coming, and like somebody just whoop, just like whacked you over the head. And yeah, just really terrible experiences with betrayal. I'm very sorry if you have been through that. I'm just going to call on this whole bowl of pink energy to just shroud any of you who have experienced betrayal. So some kind of loyal energy is coming into your life. They're showing this to me even at work. Maybe some of you have felt betrayed by bosses. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to have more loyal experiences overall in friendship, in love, in your career. Anything having to do with contracts also, they're showing me the 7th house. So where you felt like you had a commitment with someone, maybe it was a partnership in work, maybe it was a contract with a home, where the home, you know, the people who sold the home to you or rented the home to you lied about something in the lease or the contract. And then also in commitment in love, for those of you who experience betrayals in love. This new aspect of your ascension path is bringing in extreme loyalty in all forms. Now let's read the card. I attract true friends and allies on my journey, choosing to blend my energy with souls who amplify and uplift me. Yes, again, there's this energy of you being just more embodied as a soul. And because you're more embodied, you're more aligned. And because you're more aligned, you're going to attract the right people and circumstances to your life. Amazing. Let's pull a final starseed card for my group number 1s. What else do you want to tell them about their ascension paths? Please and thank you. Show me very clearly. Show me very clearly, please. Okay. And we have Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. How beautiful is that? And the center card is inner love. So please do know that cultivating inner love is really what you're here to do and what you're here to radiate. And I think that's why the friendship card is here as well, because a big part of what you're here to do is embody love and bring loving people to you and create some kind of tribe on this planet, so you all can embody really that idea of love and light. All right, my dear ones, I'm going to close out there. Thank you so much for staying for this reading. If you did like the reading, please do give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much. Until the next reading, much love to you and many blessings. Take good care. Welcome, group number 2. So, I am just going to invite my guides in, calling in my highest and best guides now to please tune me in to the collective who chose pile number 2. Excuse me. With the black moonstone, please help me to know anything there is to know about group number 2's ascension path and what is next on their path of ascension. Please let me know when I may begin. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm having some throat chakra stuff there. I don't know what that's about. So you chose the beautiful black moonstone. So the ring that I'm actually wearing is a white moonstone. I've had this ring since my teenage years. And here we have the black moonstone. And so they were just showing the contrast of these two for a good reason. So the black moonstone is the quintessential divine feminine stone, but they're showing it to me as this super fierce energy. So they're showing me the Morrigan now. Just divine feminine of the underworld is how I'm being shown. So we'll see how this factors into this reading. But it does seem as if many of you are fiercely coming back into your divine feminine in this sovereignty, in this power of ownership, is how I'm seeing it. Ownership of your gifts, ownership of your fierceness, of holding space for yourself and not making yourself small, I'm hearing. Okay, so they want me to actually, I should have a little piece of cat hair on my finger there, sorry. They want me to just mention some other things about the stone before I turn over the card. So given that this is a divine feminine stone, it also helps balance female hormones. So they're showing me PCOS and also someone who's having difficulty getting pregnant. They're showing me IVF. So this is a stone that could help with hormonal balance. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're telling me a lot of this is going to be talked about with the significator card. So even the hormonal imbalances, but we'll talk about that in a minute. It powerfully strengthens your intuition, and it is also a stone of new beginnings, okay? So we will see how this all resonates. So let's turn over the significator card. Okay, yes, I forgot. I pulled these cards a few days ago. So this is releasing ritual. I release all stored negative emotions, trauma, and energetic blockages from my physical and spiritual being. Spirit, please tune me in. Okay, I'm starting to clear through my body, which did not happen in group 1. Yeah, so okay, this is what they were showing me. So there is tremendous clearing through the maternal ancestral line for this group in a very powerful way. Okay, right. So this stone resonates with the divine feminine, and it is the divine feminine that I'm hearing the word curse, that might have been cursed. I'm hearing that abilities have been thwarted and withheld. So this group might have had difficulty either coming into your spiritual abilities, or your abilities might have felt overwhelming to you. So they're actually telling me to share that on my mother's side, there is a very powerful mystic from Spain. I think it was the 1700s that he was alive, but there was a lot of blockages on my maternal line in terms of our gifts. And when I started coming forward with my gifts, I had a lot of fear. Okay, so a lot of the fear around your gifts coming online might feel irrational, or you might not know where they come from. And this is because there was some kind of curse in your maternal line withholding people's abilities. For some, it was religious. So some it was cults. So the occult, interestingly enough, has the word cult in it, but there's this idea of this group, whether it be religious or a cult, did not want these powers to be exposed to the masses, okay? And so I am breaking that in my bloodline, and this group is as well. Bravo to all of us. So I'm hearing that you're actually changing your family's legacy. Wow. Oh, I just got a big yes on that. Wow. You're changing the perspective of your family and what you'll be known for. And I don't know what your families are known for, but there's something about there being trouble in this lineage, and that this might have recycled its way through the generations, and it's stopping with you. So this releasing ritual they're showing me is not just because of what you've done. What my guides are showing me today with all of these readings is that there is now energy coming in that is releasing these ties that have bound you for generations. So you're getting a tremendous amount of help so you can reconvene with your power, your psychic abilities, your healing abilities, your energetic ability, whatever you consider an aspect of your power that you know claircognizantly, you know deep down you have, but have not been able to bring fully to fruition. That is what's going to start to show up now. They're showing me the 8 of Wands, so it's going to come in very quickly. This is why they told me to do this reading, because so many people are ascending very, very quickly right now. Okay, now with the hormonal imbalances, they're saying that the blockages on the maternal line also affected the divine feminine in physical form. So anything that speaks divine feminine, it could be flowing hair, it could be, a shapely body, however that means for you in your culture or what you desire. It can be being able to get pregnant. It can be having beautiful skin. It can be expressing emotion. It could be, receiving love. Anything that denotes divine feminine for you is balancing now. Yeah, they're showing me both the Justice and the, oh my God, the Sagittarius card. I can't think of the name of the card right now. That's crazy. So it truly is new beginnings for this group. It's as if you are changing your family tree, I'm hearing. That's crazy. That is really powerful, you guys. Yeah, I'm seeing these black dragons with the Morrigan that are just burning away these curses, this spell work, any of these illusory blockages, because they're saying a lot of this has been a mirage. It's not even real. It's just an energetic sense of being blocked that has been blocking you, but it's like a Hollywood set. It's not real. Wow, super powerful, you guys. Okay, so we're going to get a few more cards. What else do you want my pile number 2 to know about their ascension path? What else do you want them to know? What's next? What's next for them? I see it. Anything else? Okay, I see. So we have 1. And we have 2. And this one too. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got. Wow. Then we have cellular upgrade. How beautiful is this card? Wow. This fierce dude. I welcome the process of cellular renewal and upgrade, restoring my body to its original divine blueprint of perfection. Lovely. So I have a small community in this channel, and you're all connected. So my group number 1s, that talked a lot about physical upgrades, and it was in lieu of soul fragments returning to their body. This is kind of the I would say the yang to that yin. This is about where you release negative energies or things that have bound you, that have created illness in the body, because the body detected lower vibrational energy, even though it wasn't yours, it was never meant to be yours, okay? It's very much like I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist. So we always teach the body follows the thoughts, right? So if you think, my life is terrible, then you're going to feel depressed, right? So they're saying just like that, the body detected this negativity, like a negative thought or a negative feeling or a negative notion. And so it might have followed that you felt weak or disempowered or felt physically ill. And so they're saying that in lieu of this release of these entities or of these cords tying you to curses, spells, hexes, I'm hearing, okay? You are now getting a cellular upgrade. And they're again showing me the Eight of Wands here. So this is also going to be very swift. They're actually showing me, I don't actually want to say that. Yeah, they're telling me it's okay. So I'm seeing very grave illness turning around in a way that doesn't seem plausible. Okay. Now, many of you probably didn't watch my shorter channeled messages, but in those with 3i Atlas, there were a lot of messages about cellular turnover and extension of the telomeres in the body, which are, right, those caps on the DNA that denote longevity and youthfulness. So there is something happening on a cellular level for this group that is allowing you to expand both your vitality, your physical vitality, and your consciousness. Again, everything begets itself. They're showing me a whole bunch of past lives now because they're highlighting this crown above his head, and they're showing me some kind of royalty in the lineage, some kind of aristocratic life where there was someone in the castle, I don't know what it was called back then. It looks like a princess to me who had tremendous gifts, psychic gifts, spiritual gifts. Yeah, they're showing me power in her hands and also animal communication. And they're saying that she was, sorry, I'm so far out of my head, I can't think of basic words. Not prevented. She wasn't allowed to go outside because the family did not want people to know that she had these gifts. And now they're showing me a lot of other lives too, of different female divine feminine forms being shackled or like physically shackled or abused in some way to give up sovereignty over their gifts. So they're saying that part of this process of restoration to the divine blueprint is that you have all of these powers, all of these abilities that are stored inside of your very DNA that are now going to be unlocked. And they're showing me thousands of doors opening as if you had, I just got a big yes on that, as if the possibilities for your lives are going to be endless from here on in. And they're showing it to me as a very stark contrast between what you've been through and what you're about to embark on. So it's really, this feels like literally a whole new beginning for this group. Ooh, and then we have spiritual mastery. I walk the path of spiritual mastery, actualizing the limitless power, wisdom, and love that reside within me. Yes, so they just said that. They said, you have already achieved some kind of mastery in these past lives where you were all of these different beautiful, divine, feminine energies, okay, male or female, and you had already achieved mastership and were not allowed to embody them, but you will be in this life. Excuse me, and sorry, I'm still clearing through my body, you guys. I walk the path of spiritual mastery. So you guys have always walked the path of spiritual mastery. That never changed. They're showing me that in spite of what you have been through, life after incarnation, after life after incarnation, you're the great phoenixes, okay? You constantly rise and you rise and you rise again. And now you're actualizing that limitless power because what was blocking you has now been released. Absolutely stunning. And then I was going to ask, because they said, let love resides within me. And now we have healthy love. I attract relationships that support my growth, honor my boundaries, and reflect my highest values. Again, in group number 1, they talked about inner love begetting outer love. And this is a similar energy. Let me just ask Spirit what this means. Okay. Okay, so it's slightly different for this group. Okay. Wow. Okay, so there's a bit of a complicated notion here. Let me just see where I am on time. Okay, we're good. So with the maternal line, there's something about the restoration of healthy love as a maternal energy. So even if some of you are men or some of you are women who don't want or couldn't have, whatever it might have been, didn't have children, there is still this restoration on the maternal line of unconditional maternal love. I just felt that hit very deeply with some of you. So that wound, the mother wound, is being healed. And all of that negative energy that is being released from you guys, unfortunately, some of your mothers or mother figures might have been inundated with this, whether they wanted to or not, okay? And it created very poor boundaries. So some of you might have had narcissistic mothers, or you might have had just mothers who were very selfish, possibly, or you might have had an enmeshed relationship with the mother who sort of drowned you a little bit in their presence. They're showing me extremes like this. And so you are now the embodiment of more balanced, healthy love. So you're breaking so many patterns on the maternal line here. And what that is going to do is it's going to help you cultivate healthier relationships moving forward. Healthier relationships where people are aligned to more balanced love, that there's a natural giving and receiving. But that this is going to be a time in your life where you're going to have a lot more people be generous with you, I'm seeing. And finally, we have, oh my goodness, awakening. You guys, this reading is crazy. I call forth the codes of light within my DNA. They just said that. Initiating deep healing and the remembrance of who I truly am. I mean, look at, oh my God, they're giving me so many interesting messages here. So we started with releasing energies and feeling dark, small, to awakening, coming out and being big, okay? The remembrance who I truly am from forgetting who I truly am. Now, what they just showed me, even though there's 5 cards on the table, they showed this to me as the root chakra, and they showed this to me as the crown chakra. So the releasing ritual is this energy moving down and out the body. I mentioned a couple of times on my channel, or maybe just once, the bumblebee breath. You take this breath, and when you exhale, you push the breath down through the lower chakras with a humming motion or a buzzing sensation, not a humming motion, a humming sound or a buzzing sound like a bee. And you push energy that is stagnant out the lower chakras. And that helps with the releasing. So they were just showing me that the releasing of these entities and of these curses, etc., cleared the root chakra for you guys. And the black moonstone resonates both with the root and the crown, which is very interesting for a stone to resonate with both. So they're saying because the root has now been cleared and now you are now rooted in the earth, you feel more connected to the earth and to your life. Now the crown chakra can open. Now you can awaken. Because if you awaken without any grounding, you lose your footing. Your lower toroidal field is kind of like the lights are turned off down there. And then what happens? Hormonal imbalances, sexual imbalances, okay? Are you guys following, right? So you could have had a blown open crown chakra, but a lower toroidal field that was quiet. And that can cause all sorts of imbalances in the lower toroidal field. Maybe, ovaries, uterus, prostate, testes, and so forth. What they're showing is that because that bottom part has been cleared of these entities, of these energies, now you are rooted and grounded enough for your crown chakra to open and for you to fully awaken into your sovereignty, into your soul's mission, into your highest purposes, because you have many, many, okay? One of them being changing the legacy of this family and fully emerging in all of your beautiful gifts, okay? Healing your physical body, right? The cellular upgrade, and expressing the codes in your DNA that are ones of magic, and remembering who you truly are. Magnificent. Okay, let's get a final starseed card, one last message. Okay, that just flew out, so I'm going to take it. And we have creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. And this card also says, I walk the path of spiritual mastery, actualizing the limitless power, wisdom, and love that reside within me. So there is a very clear message to this group that you have limitless power. Now that you can see yourselves clearly, feel your own power much more easily and clearly again, you can create the reality that you want to live in. You are the master creators of your reality. So they just said thoughts become things. So they just want you to remember that what you are thinking right now, you will make it so. So be very cognizant of your thoughts right now, because you are manifesting at a very fierce rate. Okay, you guys, with that, I'm going to close out this reading. Thank you so very much for staying with me. And if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. But if nothing else, I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. So today we are looking at your ascension path, and we are looking at what will be next on your ascension path. So I'm just going to take a breath, invite my guides back in, asking my guides to please tune me into the vibration and the frequency of group number 3 now. Please help me to see, hear, know very, very clearly and feel very clearly what is next on the ascension path for my group number 3. Thank you so much. Okay, group number 3, you chose the lovely howlite. This stone is a very calming stone. It helps calm the mind, in particular, like racing thoughts. I'm hearing intrusive thoughts. It really helps calm those. So I don't know if some of you have been dealing with that. It also helps reduce stress and anxiety. Yeah, I keep getting this very restless mind. A lot of energy in the mind and impacting sleep for this group. Having difficulty sitting still, having difficulty knowing your course. Interestingly, the howlite resonates with the crown chakra. So sometimes you can have this imbalance in the mind when the crown chakra is blocked or imbalanced in some way. Okay, so let's see how this resonates with your ascension reading. So let's turn over your significator card. Okay. Okay, so I did not match these, but I pulled these cards a few days ago. I wanted to get this reading out on Friday, but I didn't feel well enough. And today I feel only a little bit better, but enough to do the reading. But okay, so you guys got the clear mind card. Beautiful. I release mental clutter and welcome clarity. My thoughts are organized, aligned, and inspired. Wow, that's really crazy. I swear I did not remember that. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So what is happening right now on your ascension path is you're getting actually very clear about your mission about why you're here. Okay. And that's multifold. There are so many reasons why you're here. But I'm getting the sense, especially with this gold energy coming down on this man's head, that your crown chakra is starting to open in a profound way. I'm also hearing that you're going to connect in with your guidance in a very real way. So you're going to start sensing how to communicate with your guides. Yeah, a lot of you are going to be getting downloads soon, or clear messages just put into your mind. And for those of you who don't know, the way you know that you're channeling or that you're being guided is because what you're saying comes before thought. Okay? It's as if, like, sometimes I'll listen back to some of my videos and I'll be like, how did I even come up with that? I didn't think that. So the words come faster, or the thoughts come faster than what you could possibly think. And that's how you know you're getting higher guidance. And if you're unsure, then leave it. So, wow. Okay. I did not realize that this card said clear mind. So I was being given a very clear image of somebody restless at night, thinking. It was almost hard for me to start your reading because I couldn't focus. It was very strange. So the mind is really starting to clear for this group. I'm giving the word, wow, my goodness. I'm being given the words thought form and egregores. Egregores are just more formed thought forms. So they're like entities. So some of you have been dealing with entities of the mind, and maybe that's why they were showing me intrusive thoughts, which is also kind of like a thought form. Intrusive thoughts are basically irrational, very dramatic thoughts that have absolutely no basis in reality. So there's something about the mind being cleared for you now, so that your decision-making process is going to become, I'm hearing, more streamlined. So decisions that you've had to make, I'm also seeing choices. Yeah, they're showing me the 7 of Cups, which, while it can be a card of choices, it could also be a card of confusion. So things that you have felt confused about, frustrated about, indecisive about is now clearing. Yeah, they're showing me the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of fast moving energy through the mind now, where there's clarity of thought, so that you can make effective decisions in your life. They're also saying that your motivation and your sense of ambition might have dulled a bit recently because of these thought forms, and that this is clearing as well. So I'm hearing you're well on your way. So this card, okay, it kind of looks like the Hermit card, with this older gentleman holding this lantern or this light. But he is standing upward. He's not crouched over like the Hermit in the Rider-Waite. So it's as if you're coming out of a period of introspection, of philosophizing, of asking a lot of questions in the mind, right? They're showing me, somebody poring over their desk with that quill pen, an old school pen, and just talking in their mind and working things out. And now you're sort of on the precipice of reemerging into your life with everything that you've learned, all your wisdom in tow. And this is now, I'm being shown, going to be dispensed. So I don't know if any of you are teachers or guides or mentors, or you had a team at work, or you're looking to be promoted. I'm getting the sense that on the next aspect of your ascension path, you might be put in more leadership roles. You might be put into positions where you're going to be looked up to. I mean, they're showing me the 9th house there of higher learning. So people might look at you as someone who's an expert at something or wise at something. There is something about also 10th and 11th. It's interesting, these higher houses here, they're showing me about being in the public eye and something about social media where you might lead in your niche in some area in social media. But it's almost as if they're showing me someone who was in a coma or a state of catatonia. That's what they just gave me. It's as if your mind was really foggy and you just couldn't see clearly. You couldn't see the forest for the trees. I'm just being shown brambles and like everything looks like tangled on your path, and suddenly it just clears. So clear, they just said clear mind, clear path. Very, very interesting. So it feels as if they're saying the red carpet is being rolled out for this group, because you've been inundated with these energies that sort of blocked your capacity to see. So they're showing me with clear mind comes clear intuition, because the mind, or the brain, I should say, houses the third eye, right? Which is the pineal gland, or the pineal gland, however you want to say it. It's very interesting. So you're about to embark on a journey, you guys, where you're going to play a role in your lives that you haven't played before. And it's going to be thrilling, but it's going to be a little scary, because it's going to feel new to you, because there's going to be this kind of spotlight on you. Yeah, they're showing me somebody going viral overnight, or a book being published and getting on the top 10 New York Times bestseller list, or services selling out very quickly, being promoted. You know, like your boss is taking leave and you're getting promoted to into their position. And so all of a sudden, all these eyes are going to be on you because you're in a position that you shouldn't have been, but it was given to you. Very powerful. This reads very much as emperor energy to me, boss energy, CEO energy, in your power, independent, making your own wage, your own paycheck. Yeah, they're showing me past due bills all being paid off. So you're going to also have the prosperity, the physical prosperity to pay your bills without issue. This is forthcoming for this group on their ascension path. Wow. What else for my group number 3s? Please and thank you, my wonderful guides. Show me very clearly, please. I see. Okay. I'm just asking them which cards. They're saying this one and this one. And they're telling me to shuffle again. I'm sorry, just give me one more second. I really don't enjoy when readers shuffle for half the reading, so I try to do it quickly, you guys. They're also saying something about communication. Did they say that before? Clear communication, I'm hearing. Something about clear communication. I'm hearing finding your voice. Finding your voice, okay? So there's something about you orating, being very articulate in whatever it is that you're communicating. Yeah, they're showing me third house now. So some of you might have your sun or your north node in your third house. This is the time to dispense wisdom, to dispense knowledge, to communicate your expertise to the masses. Okay, let's see. I'm a little bit behind time here. Okay. Wow, dreams fulfilled. The vision within me is destined for manifestation. I claim it now with confidence and gratitude. That is so cool, you guys, because they were showing with the Hermit card that you had been working on something, but internally or inside. Right? The vision within me is destined for manifestation. So all that you have been working on inside is destined to manifest in your life, to show up in your life. I claim it now with confidence and with gratitude. That is so stunning. A lot of this, the word confidence really resonates with that emperor energy. So everything that you've been working on, everything that you've been doing behind the scenes that might have been a little bit fogged over or blocked by these thought forms, these egregores, these intrusive thoughts, this restless energy, this sleepless energy, now is going to start manifesting, and very swiftly. And whilst that's happening, your confidence is actually going to build. And you're going to feel a great deal of gratitude because finally your harvest is due, right? Whatever you've been working on is finally coming to fruition. Oh my God. And then we have clear voice. They just said that with the communication in the third house. Thank you, my guides. My voice is strong. My words flow effortlessly. They said orator, articulate, right? And my message is always understood. Bloody hell. Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, you guys, you're definitely destined to be heard in this life. You're destined to take your brilliant thoughts, your genius ideas, your the work that you've been cultivating and give it to the masses. Allow other people to benefit from your beautiful voice. Now, they're also giving me the word tone. So some of you might be singers, or you might tone in some way with your voice. Some of you might do light language. So there's something about the throat chakra really expressing itself loud and clear and beautiful. Okay, I do want to say that they just showed me sorry about the loud car there. They're showing me the thyroid. Okay, so some of you who might be dealing with thyroid issues, some of that, you can help your thyroid issues by expressing your voice. Okay, a lot of physical issues we have are resonant with that meridian, chakra, or energetic aspect of our body. Okay, so they just showed that to me, that your thyroid can heal in lieu of your voice being expressed more clearly, smoothly, etc. Wow, that is just amazing serendipity. And then we have, wow, look at that eye, discernment. Oh my God, and they said that too with the clear mind. Sorry, sometimes when I listen back, I hear how effusive I am, so I'm sorry if it's a little loud, but I've just always had that excitement about me, about these things. So they did say with the clear mind, you'd have a clear third eye, and here it is. Not with the card discernment, just with the big eye here, okay? So it feels like all of the upper chakras and the upper systems are really opening for this group, and that again makes sense because the howlite resonates with the crown. Wow, this reading is something else. Discernment, let's see what the card says. My inner knowing provides clear discernment of the highest path, which is what we're talking about here, guiding me to decisions that support my greatest potential. I literally can't take this reading, you guys. They talked about how the decisions that you will make are going to become abundantly clear now. My inner knowing provides clear discernment of the highest path, guiding me to decisions that support my greatest potential. My goodness. And they also talked about the inner knowing with this hermit energy, how that cultivation of insight and that introspection that you have engaged in. Sorry, one of my cats is scratching, if you hear that, scratching her rug. As you cultivated that insight and worked on introspectively looking at your gifts or working on your expertise, honing your craft, that helped you to sort of come out to the light now and choose what is good for you and what's not, right? It's like getting a doctorate in something, and now you could be like, well, now I have a doctorate. I can go choose whatever job I want. It's like that. It's like you've earned your, they're showing me a badge on a military person's uniform, okay? It's like you've earned your stripes, okay? That's how they're showing it to me. Okay, and let's see what the last card is. Energetic purging. That's funny, I saw a snake in group number 1. I release all stagnant energy, clearing my field of anything that no longer serves my highest good. So every single group had some card about purging negative energy, okay, or clearing energies that don't belong. So all 3 groups, my community, you guys are all connected. So the stagnant energy is heavily in the mind for this group. So they did talk about that. But what they're showing me now is that, this is very interesting. So if we look at this as the Kundalini energy, which is that coiled snake at the base of the spine, at the root chakra, at the base of the spine, okay? they're showing this to me where the energy has been wanting to move up, but you see how the snake's head is kind of flattened? So they're showing me that your awakening energy, your kundalini energy has been moving, la da 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 da. Like they're giving me that music of with the the snake dancing upward. I forgot what it's called. I hear that in my mind. So your energy has been moving up, but it keeps getting stuck at the crown. Can you see? It's like the snake's head is not like this, it's like this. So they're saying that as this stagnant energy, the stale energy, they're showing it to me also at the base of the neck and at the Bindu chakra, at the back of the head. There's this stuck energy. So I wonder if any of you have dealt with like neck and shoulder energy, like issues. Yeah, because that's clearing now. That's clearing your field. And so now the snake or your kundalini energy can continue to rise because your crown chakra is about to open. I really hope that made sense because this is powerful, beautiful energy. Okay, your reading is definitely going to be longer than everyone else's. So let me just pull a final starseed card for you guys. Please show me one final card for my amazing group number 3s. I see it. Okay, let's see what we have, you guys. Oh, wow. We have truth. Truth is the 3rd house. Okay. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. Okay. Your voice, what you communicate is your truth, or should be your truth, I should say. But this reading has a lot of it has been about clear mind, clear voice, clear communication. So see your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. Okay, so this ascension path for you is very much about coming out of hiding, coming out of that inner work, allowing yourself to make manifest all of your dreams, everything that you have cultivated and worked on, allowing that to now be made manifest in your external reality. Share your gifts with others, share your wisdom, pass your knowledge on, pass your expertise on, allow yourself to be seen and heard, okay? Let your higher knowing, your 3rd eye open along with your crown chakra in order for these higher messages to flood into you so that not only will your intelligence guide you, but your higher self and your guidance help you deliver the ultimate truth. And right there, they actually showed me the 8th house. I don't know if any of you have prominent placements in the 8th house, but sorry, I just kicked my table. But there is something about disseminating occult knowledge, if that resonates for any of you. Okay, with that, you guys, amazing. That reading was so very cool. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. If nothing else, I send you guys so much love and so many blessings on your ascension path. Until the next reading, take very, very good care.